I think I'm gonna react to this video because um my mic was muted for half of it, and now I don't feel like a dumbass anymore.
Hello, everyone. I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to.
What the fuck does she have to say? I'm not gonna spoil it. And okay, first of all, let's get YouTube. Second of all, this situation is crazy, honestly. And if I'ma be 100% honest, because you know what I'm saying, that's what we gotta do. I'm just gonna live in my truth. I feel like, yes, it was nasty, but fucking on your cousin wasn't the worst thing she did. Is that a hot take? Mm, I feel like no. I feel like no. Obviously, motherfuckers are gonna clown that because it's the internet. But if you want to be a freak, my nigga, there's people who are like freaks on their own. Like you could have like not cheated on the nigga. I feel like you could just, you know what I'm saying, broke up with him and be a freak on your own and nobody would even, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people will still call you a freaking cousin lover, but you know, at least he wouldn't have the extra whatchamacallit on top of that to get you canceled.
Start off
Like you would only get clowned but not canceled.
by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex,
And I feel like a lot of, okay, this is the last pause. These psychological issues, honestly, incest, she's talking about it in like a mental like health standpoint, like she's fucked up mental. I don't think what incest is a goddamn I don't think incest is a whatchamacallit. I think that's just like, I think that's just like trauma and childhood. Dead ass. Didn't y'all know like niggas is closer to their cousins than their actual siblings? Like, so it's like, and also that, and being like why, don't put question marks, don't put question marks, don't put question marks. You not closer, nigga. If you are black and you got a big family, you asking the wrong person, pal. On God, I'm closer to my cousin than I am my sister. And I got a lot of cousins. But I think like that mixed in with just the whole situation happening like while you're a kid, and like hormones and being like used technically, because nigga, there's two sides of this. Like we said, there's two sides of this. So like, and also the fact that like, you know what I'm saying, parents did nothing to like prevent this, and you know what I'm saying, putting, and you like telling your children like, no, this is wrong. I feel like this is just trauma rather than an actual mental health, like you feel me?
I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to.
I'm sorry, I'm going to pause again. The thing is, though, you knew it was bad. Okay. What are you getting help with? Is it your mental health, or is it like how to stop like being sexually attracted to your cousin? Because you know it's bad, but like, do they really like? How are they gonna rewire your brain to not see like have you see this nigga and think like, oh, nah, he look good? Because like it's a no, but like you still are attracted to him. So it's like, is there like what is there much to do to like get help with?
To come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it.
I think it's just like common sense and like self-restraint.
But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way.
Nah, thank you for addressing the elephant in the room. Thank you.
Was only
Nah, I was wondering who made that note collab. I was wondering who made that, bro. Thank you for, you know what I'm saying, addressing that first.
shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that
honestly, the way they were talking in like the messages, it never gave off like she was really fucking on her cousin. It just gave off like high school attraction.
I share my truth.
Like, oh my god, we can't be doing this. Dang, like ass attraction. Feel me?
Because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't
But I don't think they actually like. I never thought they actually did some shit.
Owned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This
shit says, please go inside, sleep it off, okay? Please. Eat and go sleep. Tomorrow is a new day, okay? I'm going to sleep. Before you sleep, day, good night, okay? And we talk in the morning, okay? I want you to come to Miami. Why do all moms text like this? Together we make it through, okay? I love you. Good night. I gotta get some sleep. Bro, on God, like my mom is fully competent, but like when she texts me, like her grammar, I swear to God, like her grammar, it just goes out the window. But nah, this is cute. Mama always gonna slap.
a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is
say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi.
My belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else.
I do think, even with like the knowledge of everybody knowing, like, okay, she was going through some shit, I do think niggas was like kind of dragging it. I I I am not trying to defend cousin fucking. I'm not trying to defend it. I'm not. But I do think, like, okay, niggas is kind of dragging it. Because at the same time, I don't know, this is just how my brain works, but they was really just doing it because she has a platform. And the nigga that is also a cousin and also had the conscious decision, okay, and she's like me, I'ma just be overly easy. And also fucking my cousin, you feel me? When he, you know what I'm saying, clearly could have been like, no, this is wrong. I'm gonna stop this before it gets any deeper. He wasn't, I don't think he was met with the same, you feel me? He was actually praised, if anything. The jokes are like, oh dang, he cracked. Nah, your cousin punished that. Like he was low key got the opposite treatment. So I do think niggas was dragging it, especially knowing that this girl is like, you feel me, not there all the way mentally, obviously.
I want to say to Snowcone that
It's kind of not the best reaction. Also, with the nigga, a point that being aside, with the nigga, I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody grieves with being broken up with differently. But on God, that nigga was clout chasing. On God, that nigga was clout chasing. On God. On God. And you can't convince me he wasn't. I don't know what the timeline was for this, but for this to be, it sounds kind of recent. And for him to come out with a video and have her face plastered on this whole thing, it seemed unnecessary to make a video on it. He seemed like he was going for blood, my nigga. That's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like to me. Because to post it on the internet, even though like you obviously know your girl and you know your girl probably has, like, you know what I'm saying, mental health issues, and you think like, yeah, I'm gonna let the internet know about this so she can get fucking bullied.
while I understand
It's like, okay, yeah, she's a cousin fucker, but at what point is like that just gonna become like how often are you gonna use that as like a shield to validate the shit that you did as well?
I'm not perfect and I've done wrong. Regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody.
And I think like a lot of niggas' reaction to this video is gonna be, so you fucked on your cousin? Yeah, you was da 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 da, but you fucked on your cousin. That's how you grieved. You fucked on your cousin.
Else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
Even though you don't care,
I think she really only apologizing because they couldn't get away with it. But if they could have, she would have. If she could have, she would have. I think she's only apologizing because she didn't get away with it.
I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder.
She wasn't automatically going to have this epiphany if they, you know what I'm saying, had a normal breakup and then she got along with her cousin. And then a couple months later, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
I got you. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. If we gonna take, obviously he had evidence on his side of the video, but if we gonna take a lot of the shit he said for face value, I feel like we gotta take this for face value as well. Or just not believe anything and think they're both doing this for clout. But she said, I'm not going down without some shots. Without some shots fired. What the fuck?
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried, and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not.
Now, this is the scary thing. I feel like this is going to be received with, obviously, yo, this bitch is lying. Or we can be on the protect women side of this. And, you know what I'm saying, take it for what she's saying and, you know what I'm saying, step away from this and wait until more information comes out. I highly doubt niggas are gonna be that patient.
There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
What the fuck? Wait. The picture of my internal tearing was too graphic to share online. What do you mean? This is the first draft. This dropped 2 hours ago. This is the first draft. You could have re-uploaded this. Did you take photos of the insides? That's a good question. Oh. Oh, she said, I'm not going down without shots. She said, I'm not going down without shots. You gonna know. Oh, that's. Oh.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left.
Yeah, man. I passed out. Give me a brief on why you broke up with Blank. I could tell, but I finished. So I knew it would be. He lost a real one because of his problems he was never able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship, fixed it while he put 50%. So it didn't work despite everyone, everything. I loved him and believed that he gave. I gave and I believed in him and gave him my trust. I will never. Our talk the next day we have argument where subordinates held him back from being his ever change. In this relationship, it's be alone to see that. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him days ago and argued with him again. Oh, she tried to break up. Right now, or we break up, I'm dead ass. I'm done putting up with your bullshit. Oh, wait, can't you see this? And your subordinates, you are in the wrong position. I'm not putting up with not having to wait for you to get your sleep before you want to handle the issue between us two. So please let me know. So genuine. Nah, I'm good. You got it. This nigga said, nah, I'm good. You got it. Or is this? Oh no, this is the her. This is her. Oh no, this is him. This is him. This is her. Can you read it out loud? Can you at least read it out loud? Am I not reading it out loud? You can't repeatedly hurt me, but you get to claim you love me, right? You get to claim you tried, right? I can forgive you as many times as humanly possible, and you can remain the same man, right? I can go through hell and back and still be the one trying to repair what we had, be the one to come back, but I'm one that doesn't care as much, right? Hope you rot in hell. You're mumbling. Yo, just like your boyfriend Slayer.
Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues.
Dang. Hold on.
I left. Here's proof of my
I started shaking when I seen your text. I still am good. I hope I rot. I hope I rot in hell. I've been in hell for at least 11 days. I have been experiencing hell on earth. Good. I am just so speechless right now. You should be. I was just thinking about you, ranting about you. Is you texting me right now, God work? Nah, the devil. Press play. Yo, you lucky I'm a feminist. That's what I was saying earlier.
ex admitting to his anger issues and
God, I'm not reading all this. I'm gonna be real. I'm not reading all. You think I'm cussing that?
admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote
Y'all can pause it. Y'all can pause. Y'all can screenshot.
for me where he confessed to his
She got papers? Hold on.
relationship. I still have
You want me to read this? I wouldn't read that either. Okay.
the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the
This nigga wrote letters.
wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings.
Oh, this nigga is cooked. Wait, okay, real question though. How do y'all feel about this pivot? Not saying she's just pivoting this, just, you know what I'm saying, just uploaded this video, just, you know what I'm saying, her own benefits, da 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 da. But how do y'all feel about this pivot? Let's say she was trying to pivot back into having her content platforms back and not get harassed on Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok every day whenever she posts something. How do y'all feel about, you know what I'm saying, this pivot right here? I feel like, you know, I wish all this had been kept offline and they would have go somewhere else. Honestly, I feel like it could have. That was my only problem with, you know, feel me? Him posting the video, because I feel like he only posted that video. The video gave off very much like him just doing it for content. Like, okay, you guys know who my girlfriend is. Her face is going to be plastered on da 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 everywhere. So I'm just doing this. One, because I'm hurt, but we can like pass that aside as grief. But two, like, because we both have a platform. On God, this wouldn't have mattered, and it would just been another like YouTube video if she didn't have her platform as well and he didn't have his.
And he made
This shit would have been passed over. But I feel like since both of them have their platforms and he's well aware of that, that's why he posted it.
for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to reaccess the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his short.
Oh, this nigga did the bouquet method. This nigga did the the decorated hotel method. Will you be my girlfriend again is kind of crazy. Is that will you be my girlfriend again? Is that not kind of crazy?
Shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like
Not crying at the airport.
I feel like I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy.
If we're gonna look at the grand scheme of this, okay? The grand scheme of this whole, like, this whole thing, this whole situation. Where, like, let's be honest with ourselves. Yes, it's nasty. Yes, niggas is freaks. But where does cousin fucking really lie on the... I feel like if this was an iceberg, that shit would be at the tippy top. You can't look at this and say that niggas didn't drag it.
Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on, like, in my life. Like, I need to stop.
Yo, he literally got turned into a 1 week meme that caught hellfire. Everybody was saying, "Yo, what's good, cuzzo? What's good, cuzzo? Da, 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 da. Cousin. You fucking on your cousin, nigga." Now, I'm not trying to defend. I'm not taking nobody's sides. I feel like I've been pretty unbiased this entire video. But if we're gonna weigh, whose death penalty is crazier? Come on now.
Pretending they're not. I'm sorry, this is so non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to.
Niggas fuck on their cousins, do that shit for the free ski in Alabama, and don't get mentioned not once on the internet.
Everything out, because
Don't get crucified not once time.
I'm breaking point in my life right now, but it's not your problem at all. At all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow.
But at the same time, this is a very, you know what I'm saying? This is just, we're very early into the case. We're very early into the case. More information can come out about this. I'm not about to sentence anybody this video, so You know what I'm saying? If y'all wanted me to put the hammer on him, I'm not gonna sentence him this video. I gotta wait for more information. She had her stance, he had his. Now we gotta do a second, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do another spin around.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened,
Because
I have come
everybody
to
was
terms with
praising.
the fact that
No,
I
no, because I'm not gonna feel like the bad guy when everybody was praising this motherfucker. You know what? When Black Boy Max was introducing, bringing this nigga on his stream and thinking everything was all roses and daisies, when brought only one side of the, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, both y'all niggas is crazy if all things considered. It seemed like some toxic relationship shit.
suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being,
You
and I
people.
don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days.
I put this on, wallahi, I seen this with my very own eyes. Her whole everything was deleted. Instagram, she wasn't on there. Couldn't find her account. TikTok, couldn't find her account. Took down her YouTube. Her Twitch was the only thing that was still standing. So I took the time. Yo, her Twitch is still standing. And this dropped. This case dropped like yesterday. I go into her offline chat to see, you know what I'm saying, if niggas talking about the hoopla, if niggas are getting messy in there. Bro, wallahi. And this was the first and only time I was like, damn. Like, this is how y'all feel? Like this is what we're doing? Bro, wallahi. There was a nigga in there talking about some, oh, dang. I hope she doesn't, like, you know, off herself, because she was talking about being suicidal a couple of days ago, da 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 da. And a nigga replied, bruh, I don't even care if she did off herself. Just one less hoe on the planet. They were talking crazy in her offline chat. I was in that motherfucker for probably like 2 hours. And I was like, dang, like, people really talk like this, bro. And I feel like it's niggas specifically. Like, that talk this crazy about like, okay, I understand like cousin fucking. Well, she did cheating. I feel like that's the worst thing she did was cheat. You know what I'm saying? Lie. But like wishing death, like okay, it's one thing. Like I understand if like a nigga came out and like, yo, she's a predator. Oh, she preys on children. Oh, she uses and takes advantage of men. I can understand if you want a nigga to die off of that. Nigga, cousin fucking, that's your main reason why the motherfucker she should offers. Like I've, bro, when I say I believe niggas was dragging this to a whole nother level, I fully understand that the internet gonna get they jokes off. But like, damn, knowing the context and everything that's going on and dragging it to the length that the internet dragged it, I feel like that's just extremely unnecessary. And at the same time, I don't want to believe that she's using being suicidal and using depression as whatchamacallit to shield herself from the blame. And she's, oh, I just did this because I was depressed, or this happened, and I'm mentally and I'm trying to get help. I don't want to believe that she's doing that. If I had to take a side, I I do not want to believe that she's doing, especially in a world where women, it's not safe for a woman to even walk outside every day at any time. I really don't want to believe that she's just what would be the benefits even if she's doing this for clout? What would be the benefits? Like that's just me though. That's just me.
I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet and the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming and I will be back to doing what I love because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
Especially coming from the perspective of me personally, BigevilCorey, having a friend that has gone through something like this and has gone through SA and has gone through being harassed by men. A female friend being harassed by men. Not me, nigga. It would just be like it would be kind of bogus and lame to, you feel me, to just sit up here. Obviously, I'm not trying to take anything for face value. I'm not trying to take nothing for face value because it's easy for a nigga to say whatever on the internet and just lie their way until the narrative becomes a truth. But it would just be lame on my side to support, you know what I'm saying? To just, you know what I'm saying, not just to sit up here and say, no, this bitch is lying. Like, come on, gang. Come on. I can't do that. I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's just me personally. It's gonna come off like, oh my god, I don't know what's gonna come off. Oh, this nigga dick riding. This nigga just believe whatever a woman says. Da, 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 like, I don't know, bro. Protect women. Like, I am, bro. This feminist shit. I know a lot of y'all niggas do this feminist shit for like the fashion, but that shit is not for the fashion when it comes to me, bro. I am I'm big on protecting women, bro. Like, and I'm not even going to sit up here in front. I took his video for face value. I took his video for face value. But where it got hasty for me is niggas dragging it when with the knowledge of knowing that she had mental health crises. That's where it got a little iffy. And on top of this, I can't sit up here and just be like, nah, this bitch probably lying. Nah, I can't do